Renown means foreshadow, greatest name. The Bible says the name of Jesus, every knee should bow, both in heaven and things in earth and under the earth. One day, whether you get on your knees now or whether you get on your knees later, you're going to get on your knees.
Amen. Amen.
Let me know if I wake you up, okay? I don't want to wake you up now, all right? And then you have ham. Ham doesn't mean pork, all right? Even though I like a good, ham bone and beans, no. Means hot or dark, colored, swarthy. This is a man that we'll see later in our Bible study whose sin brought a curse. Egypt is another name for Ham. Now, back in the 100 years ago, 50 years ago, they would say these are the black people. You say, do you have proof of that? Absolutely not. I am not a theologian. I'm not one of the theologists. I'm a pastor, so I have no idea. All I can tell you is it means dark. Caribbean. Maybe they were Caribbean people. I don't know what Ham was. Amen. Cuban people, Mexican people. I have no idea, but it means dark. Israel also came into Egypt, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham. Ham, dark. Egypt is a picture of the world, so Ham was a worldly man. Japheth means beautiful. Let him enlarge. He is that pursues. Verse 13, and God said to Noah, the end of all the flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make an ark of gopher wood. Rooms, notice it's not just one room, but rooms shalt thou make the ark, and shalt pitch it with and without pitch. This is the fashion which thou shalt make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, the height of it 30 cubits. A window thou shalt be made in the ark, and the cubit shall thou finish it above. In the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, the lower, second, and third story shalt thou make. 3-story building, 3-story boat. It's a very precise boat. God said this is the kind of material I'm going to tell you to use, gopher wood. He then tells them the blueprint. We call it, for our lives, the Bible. That is the blueprint for our life. The ark is 300 cubits long, and a window on the top. You say, where's the top? Up. You look straight up, there's a window. You say, why? God had only one way for you to look. He didn't want you to look at the beautiful ocean. He didn't want you to have a little ocean cruise. He wanted you to look straight up. If you wanted to look up and see a different scenery, he wanted you to look up toward heaven and see God. One window, one view, up toward heaven, 3 stories. That's a picture of Christ. If you get on board, you're safe. Once you're on board, you have to choose where you want to live now. There's 3 kinds of Christians. You say, how do you know that? Because there's a 3-part ark. Is the ark going to make it? Yeah, all the way. But you get to decide what kind of Christian you want to be. Which floor do you want to live on? You got level number 3. That's the very top of the boat. That's what we would call the family quarters, the luxury suites. That's where the furniture is, the bedrooms are. All right? So if you want to live on the ark, you would want to live on the top shelf, right? Close to God as you possibly can, to the window, to look up and see God. Then you have the second one. That's the lower one, in the middle. And that's where they kept all the food. So if you was hungry, you'd go down to the pantry. You'd go to the pantry, you'd get something, and you'd say, man, I'm hungry. I think and this is a long cruise now. This is a cruise ship. This ain't no 7-day cruise ship. This is going to last a long time. They say, I think it's the size of 3 football fields. That's a lot of food. Second floor got a lot of food. It got tons of food. What do you want to eat? Whatever you want to eat. What are you in the mood for? You want lasagna? Let's have lasagna. All right. I mean, they got ovens there. They got all kinds of cooking items there. When Noah built this ark, he built it to stay, not only for them to sleep, but for them to eat. Then you had on the other side what I like to call, you remember what they call an outhouse, if you're old like me. I know what an outhouse is. When I was a young boy, about size Seth, maybe younger, if you wanted to go to the bathroom, you went outside to the outhouse. There was a little hole, and they put a little toilet on top of it if it was a luxury one. And you would use the bathroom, and when it filled there, when it got full, they'd dig another hole, and they'd put another outhouse. You didn't like that. I can see that already, all right? You say, where did all that go? To the third level. Now, where's the third level? Well, that's where all the animals are. Third level's been separated into 2 parts. You got all the animals on the third level. Now, you get to decide as a Christian where you want to be. I'd rather be on the luxury suite. Have bed, couch, activities, and plenty of food to go downstairs, second level. Take care of business, had water. A lot of water. Oh, there's plenty of water. Take a shower. Or you could decide to live on the third level with animals. You say there's Christian animals? No, but there are Christians that act like animals. That act like them. They fornicate like them. They fight like them. That's the third level. These 3 boys and his wives and Daddy and his wife, they all helped build this incredible ship, the ark. And if you got in the boat, that means you were saved. The Bible says, Judge 1:22, and some have compassion, making a difference, others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garments spotted by the flesh. I can imagine the last day, Noah standing there, and the water, remember, this is a different dispensation. The water came from under the ground. So if you wanted a good, cool drink of water, you didn't go to the pond, you didn't go to the lake, you don't get the water, and you have a little water thing, or the water fell in the barrel. No. Water didn't come from the top. It all came from the bottom. That's where all the water came from. Water came from underground. The only problem was, that's where you received it, and it was a different time period, very different time period. And but salvation is still the same. You get the boat. Now the last day, you got to remember, here it is, craziest day of the world for them, because it's their last day. You got lions and tigers and bears, oh my, I mean, you got everything. Everything in the world is crawling into this ark, And Noah's standing up there on top of the ark going, "Hey, dummy, do you see all these animals? They're escaping. They're going to live. But you're going to die if you don't get on this boat. If you don't accept Christ, you're going to die, you're going to go to hell. Real easy. Which one you want?" Now here you are, grandma, grandpa, whatever, mama, daddy, a child, and you're looking at this thing, and you're thinking, well, maybe should I get on this boat or should I not get on this boat? Well, that is a very important question, and I can tell you right now what all the people did. They didn't get on the boat. See, if they would have got on the boat, that means they would have to give up their wickedness because they knew who Noah was. See, like, I have cousins and all kinds of relatives, uncles, and so forth. When they come to my house, they know, don't bring your booze, don't bring your cigarettes. Don't bother coming over. If you plan on drinking, you plan on smoking, you plan on doing all this stuff, you might as well forget it because it ain't going to happen. Because my lips go. You got to go. You got to go. So now they got a choice. Do I continue doing my wickedness or do I see this incredible sight of all these animals getting on board, which I've never seen before in my entire life and never will because you're fixing to die within the hour? Am I going to do this? Or am I going to stay here?